Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. And brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Carolina Ford, built for the Carolinas, built Ford proud. Visit your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, dial 919-ALL-4s for a free legal consultation.
Hello again, welcome to the Carolina Insider. My name is Jones Angel. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll be talking Tar Heels for the next half hour, and we have a lot to do. We'll start with basketball. Split week for Carolina, really tough loss and bad loss on Wednesday. Carolina fell to a Pitt team that entered that game 6 games under 500. Pitt led by 17 at halftime, 21 in the second half before the Tar Heels finally got going, but just ran out of time before the Heels could get back in it. We'll let you hear from Hubert Davis, obviously frustrated after that one from Wednesday night, but credit to the Heels, bounce back and get an enormous road win. Go up to Blacksburg on Saturday afternoon and get a key win against the Hokies, who were hot. They had won 6 in a row, playing very well, particularly at home. Tar Heels get the win. You'll see some highlights and post-game reaction from that one. A lot of other things going on around Chapel Hill as well, including baseball. The Diamond Heels get their season started this weekend with 3 games against Seton Hall. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Heels, Scott Forbes. You'll hear some of that conversation, and we'll wrap up our show with some highlights from other sports. That includes big win for Carolina's women's basketball team as they knocked off number 3 Louisville in Carmichael earlier in the week. So all of that upcoming, but let's start with basketball. We'll go back to Wednesday evening in the Smith Center. Tough loss against Pitt. Let's hear what Coach Davis had to say after that one.
Pitt came in with a mindset to be physical, to be tough, to be the first on loose balls. Their will and their want to, their effort on both ends of the floor was better than ours, and I just don't understand that. But that has been us throughout the season. We have characteristics of being a soft team, and our reputation is that. And I told the team after the game that the only way that reputation and that narrative can change is that we change it. And you just have to compliment Pittsburgh. They've won 3 in a row. But they came in with a tough mindset, ready to compete and fight for every loose ball, every possession on both ends of the floor. And especially in the first half, our mindset wasn't that.
How can you change that reputation? How can you guys do something to change that?
That's a great question. You know, one of the things that I said at halftime, I don't understand not playing hard and not competing. Yeah. And that's something that I've never experienced as a player, as a husband, as a dad. And it's hard to explain from the viewpoint as a coach, watching a player do that or a team do that. And, you know, we just had a great opportunity. We were playing extremely well. And it seems like when we do that, we always take throughout the year, we go backwards for a game or two. And in mid-February, when you're supposed to be building, those are things that you just can't do.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
In the Carolinas, True Blue means unwavering loyalty and commitment. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds the trucks and SUVs that help keep you in command when you're on the road. And And in return, America has shown its loyalty. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Discover what True Blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus up to $1,500 bonus cash on select 2021 Ford vehicles. Learn more at buyfordnow.com and custom order yours today.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Carolina was on the road after that Pittsburgh matchup on Wednesday. Tar Heels on the road on Saturday to face Virginia Tech. Hokies were hot, won 6 in a row coming into this one. Let's see some highlights and hear Coach Davis after the game.
Keep an eye on that. Bacot in foul trouble last game where he had 4 of them as Manick gets an open look at 3 and banks it home in that 5-second clock. Love able to get it into Black. Back to Love. 12 on the shot clock. Heels down 2. Love tries to change it and does with the long 3-pointer.
Well, he anticipated hitting Bacot or having some kind of physical.
Meanwhile, Manick, the right corner 3 as Carolina pushed it the other way. Aluma with 6 early points for Virginia Tech. Hands off to Couture. Goes over to Mutz, has his pocket picked by Black. Mutz and Black to the deck. Black comes out of there with the loose ball. To Love, back to a trailing Black to the rim. The layup's good and the foul. Love comes front side. Kicks it to Davis. Open 3 in transition. Count it from the left. Johnson backing in, out to Love. Long distance 3. Yes! Love will ease up in the front court. Drives left, kicks it right corner. Wide open triple, Davis. Yes, sir! Virginia Tech really tight defensively against the Heels as Bacot gets it on the low right block. Spins baseline again and hits the hook shot again, this time going straight through the iron. Still a 9-point Tar Heel lead. Neither team able to get much offensive momentum here in the second half. Love tries to change that, gets to the rim and lays it in with the left hand. Up high to Love to reset. Love, a long step back. Free, got it over the top of Couture. Gets a screen from Bacot, fires it over to Black, in the corner to Manick. Down low, Bacot gets free and scores. Shot clock down to 4. Davis, the drive, the pivot to Manick for the flush. Double team coming against Davis, gets it in the corner to Black. Elbow right, Manick. Push shot, good. Manick with the big 2. As disappointed as it was on a Wednesday night, equally as elated this afternoon, coming into Blacksburg, taking every shot the Hokies had, and walking away with an 8-point win.
I thought we were really good matching up in them in transition. You know, they get 3s in transition, and, you know, we talk about our end game defensively in transition, no layups or dunks and no lace-up pitch ahead 3. So we did a good job on that. The second thing is you know, see how you have to make a choice with Virginia Tech. You know, they got 2 guys that can score consistently down low in the paint. And so we made the choice in both of those games, is even with limited depth at the forward and center position, to play out those bigs one-on-one in the post. And for a large part, we were able to do that. I mean, Aluma and Mutz, they had good games, but, you know, they didn't dominate. And so we didn't have to double team. And so on the perimeter, we just stayed home with the shooters. And so I think that really, those two things, our defense and attention to detail in transition, and our ability to really be able to guard their bigs in a post one-on-one, allowed us to stay connected to their three-point shooters. We've been at times really good on the road. You know, I know it's a long time ago, but the environment that, you know, we played in at College Charleston was a tough environment. And then to play at Georgia Tech, that's a tough environment. And so we have experiences to grab and to lean on to give us success on the road. And then you combine that with us being able to win against Louisville, and then and at Clemson, and then now it's this team doesn't get rattled on the road lately. And since the back-to-back losses at Miami and Wake Forest, we seem to be settled on the road, and that's a good place to be at this time of the year. Can we have the maturity to enjoy this win, but also get locked in and get ready to go and take care of home on Monday against a really good Louisville team?
In the Carolinas, True Blue means unwavering loyalty and commitment. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds the trucks and SUVs that help keep you in command when you're on the road. And in return, America has shown its loyalty. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Discover what True Blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus up to $1,500 bonus cash on select 2021 Ford vehicles. Learn more at buyfordnow.com and custom order yours today.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
The weather's getting a little warmer. That means it must be time for baseball. Diamond Heels getting their season started this weekend in Chapel Hill, hosting Seton Hall for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to catch up with the head coach of Carolina baseball in his second year, Scott Forbes. Let's hear some of that conversation.
Brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar.
Coach, tell us a little bit about what this offseason has been like as you are here right at the cusp of the beginning of your year.
Yeah, it's been a great offseason. You know, besides the fact that these guys have about 50 days on their own when we get through with the fall, and we've made so much progress, you just have to hope they come back and they're ready and they're in shape, and this group definitely did that. That was clear the first week. So, you know, like anything, if you've been through something, until you've done it, you haven't done it. So going through it last year, also having COVID, you know, I feel like we're at a little bit better place. Also with COVID, with the guys, it's not as much on their mind, and we can go about our business, and the guys are going to school, so that's been refreshing for them as well.
No matter how prepared you are, it's complicated to be a first-year head coach. And then you add in everything from last year, it's very, very complicated. What kind of things did you feel like you learned last year that'll help you this year, and also that you're kind of glad you won't have to deal with this year?
Yeah, definitely glad we don't have to deal with, not knowing who we're going to play, basically, until about a month and a half before the season started, trying to set up your schedule. And we got a schedule where we never really had a true home stretch. It was James Madison, then we had Virginia, and then it was away, home, just the entire year. So I'm looking forward to getting a little more, normalcy as far as the schedule, knowing we're going to play a certain amount of ACC teams and knowing that, like we normally do, unless we take a trip, we're going to be at home some, which is great for us and for our fans. And I would say the biggest thing that I learned was as a head coach, you can't let all the stuff that you have to get done as a head coach affect what you need to be doing on the field. And that needs to come first. And I feel like that's been the case. We spent a lot of time, reflecting and talking about that as a coaching staff and saying, okay, first thing we're going to do every single day is talk about our team, plan our practice, then talk about recruiting, and everything else will just fall into place.
Tell us a little bit about this year's team. What are some things that you're excited about? What are some things that Tar Heel fans should be ready to see?
Yeah, I'm excited about, we returned a lot of guys that got a ton of experience, and some of them didn't. It was their first year getting experience, especially the freshmen last year that played anywhere. They missed their high school season. They missed summer ball, so that was really, eye-opening experience for them. But getting some, guys back that are really good leaders like Danny and Angel Zarate and Gage Gillian and Caden O'Brien. There are some advantages to a shortened draft, but those guys all could have signed, but they wanted to come back, and they wanted to come back for the right reasons. They want to help us win and get back to Omaha. So, and I'm excited about the depth that this team potentially could have, especially on the mound.
Well, you look at the ACC and it's stacked, as it always seems to be every single year. How big of a challenge is it to go through that every single weekend while you're trying to find your identity as a team?
Yeah, the league only keeps getting better. Years back when we, all the way back my first year back here, there were some teams that you felt like, okay, we're going to win the series or we're going to possibly make up some ground and get a sweep. It's not the case anymore. It's really not the case in college baseball across the board. Teams are better because of the transfer portal. Even teams midweek you're going to play a lot have more transfers and they remain older. But you really have to in baseball. You can't get caught up in the highs and the lows because the season's so long. You play so many games. And I thought last year was a great example of that because a lot of the teams that ended up being the 8 teams in Omaha, they didn't have great starts. And it's just a matter of, keeping your head above water and then playing really well as you get down the stretch. Because in the ACC, the wins and losses, they're a base hit here, strikeout here, the little things.
How do you convey that to some of the new guys who may have hit 500 in high school or something, and you have to explain to them, you may go 0 for 15 and still have a good year?
Yeah, that's one of the main things we do is drag kids through failure as coaches. Probably one of the most important things we do because it's such a sport that you fail so often. But it helps when you do have a team full of guys that have been through it and maybe have had some struggles. And you're going to talk to Danny, and he struggled the first half of the year. So if there's a young guy, you can be like, hey, man, here's how I think you can get through it. And also those guys seeing maybe some older guys that are ultra talented that know how to perform, realizing, okay, this is what it takes. It's not just on the field. It's in the weight room. It's taking care of your body off the field. But just we're honest about it. We tell our guys all the time, like, you're going to fail. Just accept it. Especially offensively, you're going to fail more than you succeed. So how you deal with that failure, and can you get up there in the 9th inning when you're 0 for 4 or 4 Ks like Jacob Stallings at Virginia and hit a home run? The guys that can do that earlier usually get on the field earlier as young kids.
Scott, great to see you. Best of luck this season, and look forward to seeing you guys compete.
Thank you guys for having me.
That's Scott Forbes, head coach, Carolina Baseball.
We come from different places to experience a piece of history and leave our own mark on the storied fairways of number 2.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
In the Carolinas, True Blue means unwavering loyalty and commitment. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds the trucks and SUVs that help keep you in command when you're on the road. And in return, America has shown its loyalty. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Discover what True Blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus up to $1,500 bonus cash on select 2021 Ford vehicles. Learn more at buyfordnow.com and custom order yours today.
Introducing 48 square centimeters of earning potential. Flawlessly designed, undeniably versatile, unlimited 2% cash back. This is the card built for real life.
She's gonna be a drummer.
Yeah, she is. That's gonna get loud.
Right?
The new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa credit card. Unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. That's real life ready.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919-ALL-4s.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks for being here again. And man, what a busy time of year. The winter sports finishing up, the spring sports getting started. Wanted to show you some highlights from what is a lot of Tar Heel action right now every single weekend. Of course, we're going to include some of those highlights of the big victory for women's basketball. Courtney Banghart really has her program moving in the right direction. Took a big step on Thursday with a home win over number 3 Louisville. Let's see highlights of that win and more.
And that's going to be key, that defense. And UNC trying to find ways to score like that. Right there by Usby.
They have been trapping this high screen, a couple fouls out of it, but clearly Coach Walls saw something. Kennedy Todd Williams, that was an important basket right there for UNC for Louisville. That's the pass to Kennedy Todd Williams, made that shot earlier, makes it again.
On this possession.
Hodgson. Down to Poole. That's a good shot. Use the rim for protection. And now at 10 seconds. Shot clock is off. The crowd letting Kennedy Todd Williams know how much time is left, and she'll take it to the basket. Kelly. Step back and in. Deja Kelly.
Coach Banghart was right there at Todd Williams clapping her hands like, don't get down because you missed that.
Kennedy Todd Williams missed a bunny but nails a 3. North Carolina 3 of 13 from long distance. Open from long distance is Usby, and they're now 4 of 14. Decides to pull it out. Nice job by Cochran to slow down Usby. Hodgson to the basket, and she's fouled, and we are tied.
And Van Lift was looking for the foul. The ref was like, nope.
Kennedy Todd Williams for 3. So Hodgson. Like she had the angle. Kennedy Todd Williams with a new career high. Deja Kelly, tremendous handle, creates her own space, and it's in. North Carolina back on top. The shot clock is off.
See if she can help UNC regain the lead with this one.
She does. Kennedy Todd Williams, career high 19. Robinson, Smith from way downtown, front of the rim, rebound. Fell away off the rim, and North Carolina has knocked off Louisville 66-65.
Still has 40 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Dump inside and another layup for the Tar Heels. Despite some mistakes and momentum going the Gators' way. Tic-tac-toe, another goal for Jamie Ortega. Now at 10. A shake, a shimmy towards goal, and the Tar Heels are just too much to handle today. Still 30 seconds left on the first Florida penalty. Good cut, Ortega scores. Alexa Waters, Gonzalez, Lapinto, no. Marino guessed she was going high and guessed right. North Carolina takes care of business on the road.
Unloads on the 1-1, making home run number 3 of his career over the scoreboard. Absolutely crushed that one. And Carolina has a 3-0 lead. Here's the 0-1 to Holbrook. Out to left field, and it'll fall in front of Gale. Bobbles it as he goes to pick it up. 2 runs are going to come in for Carolina. Here's the 0-2. Not out in front of this one. Hits it right on the nose, right at the left fielder. Misjudged by Gale, who tries to jump and makes the catch, but he can't. It goes all the way to the wall. Horvath into second with a double. Drove in 3 and scored a run. Hits this one on the ground, up the middle, going to score at least 1, probably 2. Wilkerson is in, Horvath is in. Carolina has completely blown this one open.
Thanks again for being with us on the show. Next week, a lot more Tar Heels to talk, including Carolina basketball. Quick turnaround for the Heels. They host Louisville on Monday night in the Smith Center, then head over to Raleigh to meet up with NC State this upcoming Saturday. We'll have highlights of those games and more next week on the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics. And brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar, Coca-Cola with zero sugar and now even more delicious. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield.